specifically said, look, what more can we do for the team
Yeah.
across a number of different areas? So whether it be development plans, we developed a Nuvo Future Faces project, which identified those staff members that could be future partners to give them career development plans.
Love that.
We never want anybody to leave this business for progression because we're scaling so fast.
Yeah.
There's progression here.
Yeah.
We also moved to the 4-day working week, so it's coming up to 3 years ago.
Were you scared when you did that? I mean, like, you know, when I tell people about the 4-day work week, whether it be potential candidates or owners of other businesses, I was speaking to a guy about it. I played some golf at Hollingwell, what a place. And I was speaking to James Boone, who owns an architect's practice, and talking about them going to a 4-day work week and the gulp of that. And I told him about you guys doing it a few years ago, which is quite ahead of the curve. But what was the feel like? What was the feel of that? Was there a gulp?
So it was suggested by Dan, one of the other directors, and I was all for it, kind of conceptually. Brilliant, fits really well with look after the team.
Yeah.
And the big benefit of all of the team having 50% more time off.
Massive.
And the change that can make to their life, whether they can go and see family over a long weekend, or whether they can do the school run on an unworking day, do all the chores on a day rather than the weekend. It's just such a tangible difference to them. Resets the work-life balance. And so I was all for it in terms of the concept. We then worked through the process of, look, how could this look? We moved from the 5-day 37.5-hour week to a 4-day 34-hour week, so around 10% less working time, but we for the same pay. But we didn't notice any tangible reduction in output because it tends to be that people are more efficient working over the 4 days than the 5 days. Obviously, the saving.
If you've got good people, I guess, as well, and you've invested in people, then they're going to do the work.
Yeah,
you know, they're going to want to do a great job.
And look, we try and run the business based on output rather than input. As long as the work gets done, when the work's done, where it's done, how it's done, you've got that level of autonomy. And also not trying to run the business based on any issues that you have with any team members. So I don't like the mentality where somebody's taking the mickey out of something, therefore we need a policy or to change the policy to stop that.
Such a good point.
No, you need to address the issue with that specific person. Don't punish the whole team, largely who are a brilliant team, just for one issue. So
we've always all been in a room where the whole room's been called out for one person's problem, and we all know it's one person's problem.
Yeah, if somebody's continually not updating where they are, or if we feel they're not working the required hours, don't then make everybody clock in and out because of that one person. Just deal with that individual issue. And look, we're a professional services business. We've got a kind of a very high level of team. You've got to trust them and empower them to manage their own diary, look after the time. As long as the output's there, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably people watching today and think, oh, I could never afford to do that, or, you know, some of the stuff you say is nice, Steve, but, you know, I've not got the margin there. What would you say to them, you know, like when it comes to their team?
Yeah, so the output wasn't significantly different. So the cost-wise, the salary, there was a bit of an on-cost to make it fair for part-time staff, so they got the same benefit as the full-time staff. But we were still paying 100% salary, just getting less time. But we were getting 10% less time, and they're getting 50% extra time off. So the balance of win v cost was massively in the favour. But what we have benefited from significantly, recruitment, retention, sickness.
Well, recruitment, I mean, that point, again, from my hiring hat, is so big. Having conversations when you say, 4-day work week, pro rata. No, it's full pay, 4-day work week, true 4-day work week is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got to, it's a tough industry, as you well know, to recruit and retain good staff. 4-day work week is only one element of it, whether it's modern invested offices, the culture, the team, events. But it is a key for that 3 days off a week that I think is a real attraction for people coming to join us. And then also, if somebody's with us, is a key benefit of staying with us rather than some of the moving on for some of the other competitors. So
Yeah.
and then so our retention, our staff turnover is I think it was 5% last year, under 10%.
Industry standard, I think, is 15, 20, and I'm sure industry's more 20. And across the board in England, it's like 17.
Yeah, so we're broadly half of the, and that's why we're on an acquisition journey as well. And obviously, there's some people within the teams that we acquire who work brilliantly and come on the journey with us. And there's some people who might take that opportunity to either retire or move on because it doesn't fit what they want out of their career. So you'd expect in a high growth, highly acquisitive business that the turnover
would be
retaining the team might be an issue.
So true.
So the 4-day work week has definitely helped with that, amongst other things. And then sickness has been another huge benefit.
Wow.
I think a healthier, more balanced, more motivated team.
Yeah.
We saw the sickness rates halve.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's tangible benefits that
Yeah.
we've received from it. So anybody considering it, depends on the industry, depends on the business,
of course.
depends on how you can actually implement it. But it's been hugely positive for us